Welcome to LAFOIP in the classroom, video and photos. LAFOIP is the Local Authority Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act of Saskatchewan. It is the legislation that governs school divisions with regard to privacy and access in Saskatchewan schools. In this presentation, we will examine the use of video and photos in classrooms and how this can be accomplished in compliance with LAFOIP. Images of students, whether captured in a photo or video, are considered in law to be records. Because it is a record that is the personal information of the student, the photo or video is subject to the provisions of LAFOIP. The photo or video is the personal information of the person whose image is captured. Because it is the record that is the personal information of the student, the photo or video is subject to the provisions of LAFOIP. Video or photos created in the classroom for educational purposes, such as a class project or an extracurricular activity, do not require consent from parents. The video or photo can be shown in the classroom or in the school to other students and teachers as part of the educational activities of the school. The images can also be shared within the school division with other employees for educational purposes, such as training. If, however, the images are to be shared beyond the school or for non-educational purposes, then consent will be required. Publishing photos or videos on the school website or public access sites, such as YouTube, or sharing the images with media such as newspapers or television will also require consent. In addition, showing the images at a public event at the school or placing photos in a hallway where the public is invited will require consent. If the photos or videos are distributed to the public in any fashion, consent will be necessary. This includes sharing a copy of the images with other students, with other parents, or with third parties. End-of-year photo compilations, yearbooks, and newsletters would all be considered to be publication and would require consent. LAFOIP requires that consent must be given in writing. Parents or guardians may consent on behalf of students under 18 years of age. Students who are mature and understand the issues involved should be asked for their consent as well. This would generally apply to most students once they reach high school age. In the case of video or photographs of students, the school must be able to show that the parents or students understood the purpose for which the image was going to be used, whether it is for a school newsletter or for the internet, for example. The person signing should also understand who will have access to the information. The consent form itself will usually contain the information that provides the informed consent. The school division will use the media release form to obtain consent from parents for the use of student information. If a school or staff member is going to use an image of a student, they must ensure that the media release form covers the use. If a use is not covered by the media release form, or if it is an unusual use not contemplated when the form was signed, then a specific consent should be obtained. Schools can continue to encourage parents to take video and photos of their children at school events. The school can, however, set conditions for the taking of photos or video. Parents should be clearly advised of the conditions. They should also be advised that photos and video are for personal use only and that the person taking the images will be responsible for the use that is made of the images. If you have any further questions concerning the use of images of students, please contact your superintendent or the school division's LAFOIP coordinator. You can also obtain further information on this and other privacy and access issues at saskschoolsprivacy.com.